hope that you have had a day of ease, and if you haven't, hey Gail, how are you? Good to see everybody. Hello. Come on in. We'll get started within the next minute or so, just giving a chance. Hey Lisa, hey Gail. Oh, it's good to see you guys. I feel your energy. It's good. Community is always good. So I am going to go ahead and get started because I know some of us are preparing for tomorrow, but I just wanted to, hey Ananda, I just wanted to definitely come on and us do a practice today, a very brief practice of just reflection, as well as pausing and reflecting. This last week has been intense since the last time we gathered. Last week we talked about grace. Hello Ananda. And this week we're going to talk about gratitude, but bigger than the fact that, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, because everybody doesn't necessarily celebrate Thanksgiving in and of itself. But this idea of gratitude, even in the midst of wherever we may find ourselves in terms of life circumstances. And just wanted to give us a moment to be in community, to reflect individually, to reflect collectively in terms of this word and what it means to us. And I wanted to open up with a poem by David White, who happens to be one of my favorite. And he has a poem entitled Gratitude. And I'm just going to read an excerpt of it. And we are going to then close with our own reflection in terms of gratitude. And we're going to do that in community. So I'm going to go ahead and open up with these words. Something to contemplate. Gratitude is not a passive response to something that we have been given. Gratitude arises from paying attention, from being awake in the presence of everything that lives within and without us. Gratitude is not necessarily something that is shown after the event. It is the deep aporia state of attention that shows we understand and are equal to the gifted nature of life. And then he goes on to say this: gratitude is the understanding that many millions of things come together and live together and mesh together and breathe together in order for us to take even one more breath of air. That the underlying gift of life and incarnation as a living, participating human being is a privilege. That we are miraculously part of something rather than nothing. Even if that something is temporarily pain or despair, we inhabit a living world with real faces, real voices, laughter, the color blue, the green of the fields, the freshness of a cold wind, or the tawny hue of a winter landscape. And then he closes. He says this: thankfulness finds its full measure in generosity of presence, both through participation and witness. Thanksgiving happens when our sense of presence meets all other presences. So I want you to pause, and before we go into our meditation, to contemplate, to think about on this day, and really every day, not just because tomorrow is for some of us Thanksgiving, but every day, the sense of grace, the sense of gratitude, understanding that, again, wherever we may find ourselves in terms of life, that there's a sense of gratitude that we can find even in the midst of wherever we may find ourselves. And there's space for both. There's space for joy, there's space for pain, there's space for grief, there's space for happiness, there's space for all of it. And even in those very different types of emotions, the spectrum, the idea is that you are in it. And even in being in it, we can find moments of where we can be grateful. And I'm not trying to paint a positive thinking type of mentality on everything. Sometimes the stuff hurts. And then on the other side of it, we are joyful. We have a lot to be thankful for. So it's both and it's okay to be both and. So as we go into tomorrow and even beyond tomorrow, even beyond December, going into the new year, the idea is showing yourself grace and understanding that we can find gratitude in all of it. So I invite you to come to a comfortable position wherever you may find yourself. If you are moving around, perhaps you're a little bit more mindful of your movement. If you have the ability to get still, again, whether that be in a chair, whether that be even lying down in your bed or where have you, just take a moment and let's just take a breath. Taking a deep inhale in, exhale out. Let's just do that one more time. This may have been the first time that you've taken a full breath all day. Just taking a deep breath in, exhale out. Returning back to your natural rhythm of breath. And if you like, perhaps placing your dominant hand, whether you be left-handed or right-handed, and place it on your heart and just connect there. Eyes can be open or shut, but this idea of bringing awareness to your heart. Body is relaxed. Heart is open. Paying attention to the rise and fall of your chest. Feel and sense the flow of breath that fills your body as you inhale and exhale. And I want you just to simply first allow yourself to be a witness to the movement, the sound, the rhythm that makes up your unique flow, your unique melody in your body. The very essence of you, and showing gratitude. Perhaps you might even add just a simple phrase of I am grateful. And then being a witness to how you've been cared for in the most extravagant way, but yet in the most subtle way of being cared for. And then how you have cared for others, being a witness to that. And perhaps you might even say again, I am grateful. Now bearing witness to how you have been held and supported, again, to the most extreme ways, to the most subtle ways of being held and supported. And then how you have held and supported others, of being able to do that. And again, you might say, I am grateful. And then bearing witness and remembering nature, people, animals, and all that make up creation that sustains and enriches our lives each and every day. Remembering that, bearing witness to that. And again, perhaps you simply say, I am grateful. And again, being a witness to all of what you feel. The spectrum of emotion. And not necessarily labeling it good or bad, but sometimes being honest, some of it is good, some of it is not good, so good. Being a witness to that. And even in that spectrum, perhaps you even say, even in the midst, I'm grateful. Remembering our elders and our ancestors who came before us. Knowing that with our elders that are still with us and our ancestors that watch over us, knowing that we are their wildest dreams. And for that, we may even say again, I am grateful. And when it's all said and done, offering gratitude for well-being, for presence, for safety, for health, for emotions and feelings, for family and friends, for community, for wisdom and growth, for dreams and desires, for grace and grit, and most importantly, for life. And for that, perhaps we say, we are grateful. And we'll just rest here in silence just for the next minute, connecting with your heart, connecting with the very essence of you. With a sense of gratitude. Gratitude is the understanding that many millions of things come together and live together and mesh together and breathe together in order for us to take even one more breath of air. Grace and peace be in each of you. Grace and peace be all around you. May you be safe. May you be well. And may you continue always, always to take care. Thank you for being here for our community care meditation for this week. Enjoy your evening. For those of you again that celebrate Thanksgiving, enjoy tomorrow. And if you don't, that's okay too. May you all have just a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. And I will see you next Wednesday. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Love you back. Love you back.